Hey guys, it's Søren Lund, and I am gonna answer some of the questions that you wrote to me. So I'm just gonna get started, and I have the questions right here on my computer. So that's why I'm gonna look down sometimes. Okay, let's start. Hi Søren, I wanted to ask, how does it feel to represent a whole country, and how do you manage the stress that is building up to your performance in Eurovision? Whoa, well, that's a good question. I try not to think about that I'm representing a whole country, because then I think I'm gonna have a massive meltdown and I'm probably not gonna be able to perform on the day. But I'm quite literally gonna take some therapy just to make sure that my head is screwed on the right way, and then I try to relax and see friends and do stuff that has nothing to do with Eurovision, so that I can be very focused when I have to. Yeah. Okay. Will you keep the song in Danish for Eurovision? I actually will. And we're gonna go with Danish because that's what feels the most authentic to the song and to me. Yeah, I hope that you're excited about that. What's your favorite Eurovision entry of all time? Oh, that's like choosing between children. It's Sophie's Choice up in here. I think it's gonna be Celine Dion's No Party Pas en Moi. I think I'm pronouncing that probably very wrong, but that's the one. Hi Søren, what was the hardest part during your performance, and is there an idea you wanted to include on stage but in the end it didn't work out? Good luck in Vienna, and I can't wait to see you in May. The hardest part of my performance was definitely getting from the roof of the box to get to go inside the box while singing with my head reversed upside down, and that was some acrobatic stuff, but it ended up good. But that was what I was most nervous about. And did I have an idea? I don't actually remember, because we ended up with what I wanted, kind of. So I don't think I had an idea that I want to get in there. No, actually. And I can't wait to see you in May. Do you think you will qualify for the finals? Well, I've not even thought about that yet. It is kind of like hard to even imagine that I'm going. But you know what? I think I'm gonna qualify. I really believe in it. I really believe that our team and our song and the dancers and everyone are working hard to go there, and I have a feeling. So I hope. Oh my God. Right. Is there anything new or different you're planning to add to your Eurovision performance, or were you 100% satisfied with what we saw at Dansk Melodi Grand Prix? Best of luck in May. We're cheering for you here in Denmark. First of all, thank you very much. I'm not planning to do anything different. I'm planning to optimize all the details that we can optimize. So we're gonna look into the clothing, we're gonna look into the staging, and we're gonna look into details. But we're not gonna change the concept, because I'm 100% satisfied with what we ended up with, and I hope you're too. All right. Hi Søren, congratulations on your win. Your song is at the top of my list to win the contest. It lives in my head rent-free. What is your favorite Eurovision staging? First of all, thank you very much. My favorite Eurovision staging is probably, on the top of my head, gonna be Nemo's from 2024, because that was crazy what they did while singing that crazy song. I was very impressed by that, and I actually voted for it because I was a Danish jury that year. So they got my 12 points. And also, I'm thinking about the woman last year who did like straps in her with her hands like in the air, spinning around while singing. That was pretty fucking cool as well. All right, tell me about your theater experience. I heard you also work with the Vivi Blogs interviewer. Yeah, so I've done theater since I was 10 years old. I think I did like community theater, and I was bitten by the theater bug, and I never left it. And then I got into the musical academy, the performing arts school in Denmark. And for 7 years I've been working professionally as a musical performer and actor and singer. So I've done a lot of different shows, like everything from Grease to Dirty Dancing to West Side Story to Kinky Boots to a play that I'm doing right now called The School Comedy, a Danish play about the school system. What is your all-time favorite Eurovision song? It is Celine Dion's, but it is very Euphoria is like clawing at her neck, I must say. Hi Søren, what's the story behind Før vi går hjem? What is the meaning of the song? Good luck in Vienna, I just know you'll qualify. The staging was fire. Bye. Thank you so much. I hope I'm gonna qualify, so thank you. What is the meaning of the song? It is a song that is specifically about seeking the temptation and the side that we all have in ourselves that wants to be letting go of responsibility and just be going crazy. And it can be at the club or wherever you find that. And for me, there is a kind of moth to the flame theme in this. And that's why me and the dancers kind of have that relationship, and me and the bucks have that relationship in the staging. So I hope that made sense. Have you listened to any of the other selected entries? If so, which song is your favorite? I have not listened to every one yet, but I am in love with Luxembourg's Mother Earth is calling. Is that what it's called? Yes. I love the chorus, and I think the artist seems so sweet, and wow, she's an amazing singer. And also I know one of the songwriters, so I'm rooting for that one. How do you manage to master wonderful vocals with all the moves and choreo going on? Well, I practiced every day for a month and a half, and also I think my experience in musical theater comes in handy here, because that's what I trained for 3 years at school and what I've done the last 7 years. And it is kind of really, really hard and not fun at all times trying to master your breath work while being out of breath. But when it works, it is kind of an adrenaline rush. Hi. Are you planning to make any changes to the performance, or will you keep it the same for the Eurovision stage? I can't talk. Your song gives me goosebumps every single time that I hear it. Thank you, and I hope that you're not walking around with goosebumps all the time. But I am trying to optimize the performance as much as I can, but we're not gonna change the concept because I really love what we did, and we're just gonna see how many details we can make even better. So I hope that you will follow along and see what details we have changed. So thank you so much for all your questions.